Hello, my name is Jubileus and I have been seeing these new videos, people making videos and talking a lot with these fancy backgrounds and they feel smart and good. So I was thinking I will do the same. So I was thinking to talk about, is Eve Echoes worth playing at all? So not like Eve Echoes worth playing this year or next year or last year. I think like in general, is it a good game and how the game is going. And I have been enjoying Eve Echoes more than Eve Online. So I have been playing Eve Online. I played it 10 years ago and I played 4 years straight of Eve Online, and I had all sorts of capital ships, and you know, I had a good business plan and got all the monies in the world. And also I played that game for free, so it's a free to play game, Eve Online. And also Eve Echoes is a free to play game, so you can play it for free. And you know, like in this modern world it feels like everything is expensive and you need to pay everything all the time, and it's a kind of crazy thing to have these free to play games and you can play it for free. And of course you cannot have all the fancy stuff, cool looking ships and you know, skins and everything, but still you can pretty much get any ship, any stuff, anything in the game just playing, grinding the money in the game currency and trading with players. So I have been enjoying that a lot. And you know, sometimes you feel like, oh man, that rich guy who is probably very rich and he has everything like a gold color, gold plated, everything pure gold, and you can see that that guy likes everything to be gold. And yeah, sometimes you feel envious, you're like, oh man, that guy has all that cool stuff. But still I feel very kind of competitive, so I have almost the same things but for free, and that's a cool thing, and I like this game a lot. Also, like I used to play Eve Online, and that game is you need to play on PC, so you need to sit down and play the game. And in this somehow my life has changed a lot, that I don't have time to sit down and play the game like I used to play like 10 years ago, or you know, younger. You buy a game and then you play it straight for like 8 hours or 14 hours, and then you're like, I played the game and I completed the campaign and good shit. And you know, nowadays you maybe have like 1 or 2 hours per day play and have, you know, free time after work because you need to sleep and eat and all that, do your chores. And yeah, so that's why I like more playing Eve Echoes, because it's a mobile game and you can take the iPad with you and all sorts and do stuff, so you don't need to kind of sit on the PC for hours per day. And also I had some troubles with my wife 10 years ago, that if I did not quit Eve Online, because I spent 2 hours per day playing that game, and you know, like basically 8 hours, then 6 to 8 hours of sleep, then you have only like a few hours left in the day. And if you spend it all in playing Eve Online and sitting on the PC and not interacting with your family and friends, And yeah, and also I had this weird trouble that most of my friends 10 years ago, I don't know, they were not in the same level as I was, like thinking stuff complex, and patience not the best thing. They were more about playing Call of Duty or Battlefield or Counter-Strike, so you just go in and shoot stuff. And yeah, so they did not want to play EVE Online because okay, they played a little bit, then they got these shifts that somehow they figured out that, oh, this is the best, and then they realized that okay, you can grind, you can pay, you can get money fast, but still in these EVE Online and EVE Echoes, the skill points or the experience you get, it's like a time based, so you need to wait and get more skill points. You cannot go farm skill points like in World of Warcraft or Guild Wars, so or Diablo. You need to wait. So like in EVE Echoes, it takes roughly 1 year to get to there's like tech levels. So tech 10 is best, so you can fly the biggest, strongest ships, and it takes you roughly like 1 year. If you use basic Omega, that is the cheapest way to have the pilot's license in this game. So yeah, roughly 1 year of training to be able to fly all the ships or unlock the tier level. Then you have ships, and of course you can fly everything without skills, but then you have less HP and all that, so you die very fast and it's not worth it basically. So I always think about like what is cost effective, what is the cheapest solution to this problem, and I'll try to use that, and then later if I enjoy it I will improve and make it faster. And basically then, like if you do like a certain type of grinding, and then you kind of maximize your style and everything, so you clear that thing faster, and yeah, you can progress that way. Also you can do industrial mining, building, all sorts. But yeah, I'll try to do all things in the game to kind of, you know, mix and match, feel like every day is a bit different. Sometimes you can get this feeling of you burn out and you're like, oh, this game is so boring, I've been doing this same ratting, or ratting is how we call the killing NPCs or grinding money in the game. And yes, so you do the same routine for many years, and then you wonder or feel like, oh man, I'm so bored, like can we please get more content or stuff? But it depends on yourself basically. Like I was feeling the same. I was feeling, oh man, I'm bored, I've been doing this same thing over and over for 2 years in same alliance. And then I decided I want to change, and I changed to a new alliance, and meeting new friends, new players, new area or new NPCs to kill, new loot, all sorts. And now I feel like the game, I'm enjoying the game more. Like it's like almost like I go back 2 years back and then play this game again, you know. Like that's why I recommend, like if you feel like, oh man, this is boring and you know things are not going my way, you should not fear to go and change to Corp or to Alliance. A Corp is, by the way, it is a clan. what they call in EVE games, like that's a corporation and you're like a member in that. So yes, I recommend to go before you start telling everyone that, oh, I'm gonna quit this game, I hate this game sucks. I recommend you go change and try to a new alliance and get like a fresh start, fresh perspective. And yeah, and in EVE games it is very important to understand that in this game, like social relationships are very important, because like you know, if you say something, burn bridges and all sorts, then suddenly, you know, after a few years, that might be like the guy who you pissed off, he is now a big leader in an alliance and you want to join that alliance, but because he thinks you're a not nice person, and you're basically banned from that alliance. And the different alliances and corporations, they do talk to each other, and basically it's like in real life, they recommend you or they warn other corporations or alliances that, hey, this guy, he stole lots of assets from the last corp, and he's now joining to your corp, so be careful, and he will steal your stuff. And then the jig is up, and basically, like I don't know, you can try to get into other corporations and alliances, but it's going to be harder, and people will remember you that you're the guy who stole everything. And yeah, not a good way, but still there's a lot of these things going around. And of course in EVE Online, the game CCP, they kinda, how to say, promote or think that scamming and stealing stuff is good for the game, and they kinda like, yeah, that's a good game style, like gameplay. Go steal, go infiltrate alliance, try to get to their wallets and all their assets, and then scoop it up and sell him, or I don't know. That's how they do it. And basically I feel like people who have played EVE Online, they come to EVE Echoes and they do the same scams and feel smart, like, yes, I stole everything and all that. But in EVE Echoes, it is a different company who is developing the game or doing the game. So it is NetEase Games, and in NetEase they have some rules about scamming and stealing, and they give punishments for that, and you get banned. So in that case, like EVE Online and EVE Echoes are very different. So in EVE Echoes you cannot scam people or players because you get banned. EVE Online you can scam and steal whatever you want, and they tell, good job, continue please. So yeah, that is one thing that is different in EVE Echoes and in EVE Online. And also in EVE Echoes, what I enjoyed the most was there is the skins or nanocores. So your ship can have this unique skin or nanocore, and you can customize the look of your ship, like the colors and everything. Then you can upgrade it and you get like more damage, more speed, more this and that, and it depends on what nanocore you have. So you have more customization options for your ship. And I think NetEase made a very good job, that they understand that this is kind of like your basic RPG MMO game, but your character is now this spaceship, and the spaceship you can change how it looks, paint jobs and all sorts customization, and that's a cool thing. In EVE Online I played 4 years, and there was maybe only like you have skins, and the skins are the same no matter what. So if you have the bare bone ship for, and you look at it like 4 years straight, and okay, you can have a skin for it, and okay, it looks a bit different, but then everyone else has the same skin, and you're like, man, I don't know. So that was kind of also a bit of disappointment. I haven't played EVE Online for 10 years, and I heard that they now can have customizable skins, and you can customize how your ship looks and that, but still it's a bit different than in EVE Echoes, and I enjoyed the Echoes a lot. So yes, that's another bonus tip or bonus thing in EVE Echoes. So yeah, like should you play EVE Echoes and or EVE Online? But I recommend EVE Echoes more because like I personally enjoy EVE Echoes more because it's a mobile game and you can just go play whatever, play where you want, and just need to have Wi-Fi to play it. The graphics is also not so bad. Like in EVE Online you have better graphics, and I hear some EVE Online players come to my videos and say, oh, that graphic looks very bad. Like, but it's a mobile game, and like in PvP I film a lot of big fight PvP videos of EVE Echoes, and you need to have the graphics settings low, and because it's the best performance in PvP, and yeah, that's why. But in general, when you play EVE Echoes, like you don't play it with sounds, so you don't hear any game sounds, or most of the time I play in low graphics. I can play in ultra, but it doesn't make a difference. Basically the phone screen or the monitor is very small, and you're like, okay, it does look nice, but still it's very small. So most of the time I use low graphics, and you can play this game with iPhone 8, so that's like a 10 years old iPhone basically. And yeah, I use iPad 2020, that's a 5-year-old iPad, and still can play with ultra graphics, but it can get laggy if you have like 100 or 1000 players same time. So yeah, low graphics is good choice. And yeah, I don't know, like it's difficult to compare these two games that are different but very similar, and I think both games have done a very good job. But still, I think EVE Echoes is more worth of my time than EVE Online. And yes, I recommend you guys go check out EVE Echoes. It's almost 5 years old game. It used to have in the beginning a lot of players, but like my friends, what they not this game is not for everyone. Like not everyone has the patience or the smarts to kind of make big plans and plan ahead for maybe like 1 year, 5 years ahead, like what I'm gonna fly in 2030. Yeah, that's a crazy idea, but yeah, you need to play this game. The more you play, kind of the more years you have under your belt, you get more skill points and more powerful So for the beginners it is very hard game to start playing, but it's a free-to-play game, so I don't understand why you should be how do you say, complain or kind of feel like oh man, this game sucks. It's a free game, you can just download it, start playing. There's no time limit. You on EVE Echoes, I mean, in EVE Online I guess you can play it for free, but then there's all sorts of these trial, like you have 2 weeks time to play, and then blah blah, you need to buy the subscription to continue or play as alpha. In EVE Echoes you have you have basic Omega, which is less than $5 US dollars or euros. I have euros in Finland, so it's less than 5 euros. And then you have the Duo Omega, which is same as in EVE Online, Duo or Omega. And in EVE Online you have only one type of Omega, and that is when I played 10 years ago, it was so expensive to grind. You can grind money in game, and then you can buy the Omega by buying Plex. Plex is like this gold money, and you can use those to buy the Omega. So in EVE Online you have only one type of Omega, and that was very expensive 10 years ago. It was like I don't remember, was it like 13 billion or 16 billion so per month, so you had to grind a lot of money. That was like you had to grind very much, and basically you never go progress in the game as free to play player 10 years ago, because all your monies go to the flying to get the Omega, and yeah, and then you're like I don't know, it's too expensive to keep up, and that was also the reason why I stopped playing EVE Online, because the Plex and getting Omega as free to play was so ridiculous. So it was just impossible to. You have this option to grind money and pay for the subscription, but it was too expensive that you just go bankrupt after a few months, and that was kinda why I stopped playing EVE Online, and I have no idea how they're doing right now, and hope they're doing fine. But in EVE Echoes they have this basic Omega, which is cheap, and then they have the Duo Omega, which is same as in EVE Online Omega. So if you don't have the money, you can always get the basic Omega a lot cheaper, and it also doesn't pay so much to grind for the basic in the game. So that's why I think EVE Echoes will stay alive for a long time. And yes, a lot of also people like say about EVE Echoes that oh, this game is dying, and also they say that EVE Online is dying. And there is also this new game coming out, EVE Frontier, and it uses I don't know, you can basically you play the game, and then you can make there's this Bitcoin, or you know, this it's called Ethereum, and you can grind money, grind the game, and then basically you can get Ethereum, Bitcoin, and hopefully you can get your Ethereum, turn it to euros or dollars and pay tax, and then you get paid. So the future of these EVE games is gonna be kind of weird, wild. So like you have this EVE Online, then EVE Echoes, EVE Valkyrie, which is a FPS game, what you need to have like a EVE Online Duo or the Omega to play. So that's a kind of weird thing to have like two games in one and like a different style. And then there's the Frontier, which is a new type of game coming out, and yeah, you need to grind. You can grind real money, hopefully, and if you lose your ships and stuff, then you lose your real money. Which is so cool. Wow, I love it. Like yes, burn down my house, and it's a game. Very cool. Oh yeah, so this EVE Echoes, why I think it is still better than EVE Online, and possibly EVE Frontier when it launches someday after maybe 5 years or something. And yeah, so EVE Echoes is more, in my opinion, more relaxed mobile game. It has a huge community also, and I cannot say which game has more players. Is it EVE Online, EVE Echoes, or possibly EVE Frontier in the future? But still, like people say these games are dying before, like some of them have even came out, and you cannot say that this game is dying, because like I heard rumors that in EVE Echoes, for example, we had like a 50,000 or 60,000 players. That is not like a huge amount, like millions of players like in the beginning, but still, like it's 4 years old and have 60,000 players. I used to play different games. Like last game I played was Once Human. It's a survival game and survival horror game. And okay, I played it. I was enjoying it, and then I started to look at like, okay, this game is, for some reason, it's dying. It has less players than EVE Echoes for some reason, but still it has better graphics. It's on PC. You have base building. You can build your house, farm. Very good, high quality graphics. But yeah, it had lots of small problems that they could have fixed. But you know, it's a weird thing that, like in modern games, like a lot of games fail, and they, like, it's ridiculous. You can hear like, oh, this $200 million or billion dollars AAA game sucks, and like after 1 month it is they quit and that's it, and a huge amount of money and resources was wasted. No one was happy, and like very disappointing in this modern gaming. But EVE Echoes, it has been like of course people complain, like they grab money grabbing and all that, but still it's free to play, which is amazing. And I recommend you, if you feel like you in like space ships or space games, I could say that EVE Echoes is probably the best game play, like I don't know, this year, next year, last year, like, and they will always continue adding more stuff, and hopefully the developers will be listening to the players' input, and actually they have been listening and adding more stuff. New ships are coming, and yes, let's see how this EVE Echoes will turn out, and hopefully it will stay for a long time. And yes, thank you everyone for watching this video, and like now I'm gonna do this a bonus thing for the champions who watched the video to the end. So I have this Discord fan club. The link is in the video description, and you can join my fan club, and we have Duo Omega giveaways sponsored by NetEase Games. And yes, I'm an official content creator for Eve Echoes, and yes, I hope you enjoyed the videos and go participate in the giveaways and win some Duo Omega. And yeah, good shit. I recommend, and it's also free, and this is free also to subscribe to my YouTube channel and support me. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll be doing more of this. Let's talk and say my opinion, and yes, see you next time. Bye bye.